Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we've got some exciting news because finally the day that a lot of you have been waiting for is here. The Tesla Model 3 upgraded Highland has been released. So the question in here is, there's a couple of different questions here. First one is, are you going to place an order for a Model 3 Highland? What pricing is this compared to the old one? And what type of vehicles are these? Because I don't believe these vehicles are going to qualify for the $7,500 federal tax credit. So there is probably going to be a difference with these Tesla vehicles. So we're going to jump into it. But usually this is where I run my intro really quick. But as you can tell, we are not at home. We are on the road. So thanks for joining in. My name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, as I like to call it. But basically just getting the best thing on Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description, where you can support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla. And it's also sponsored by Tenet EV financing. If you don't know who Tenet is, you can get the lowest monthly payment for your Tesla vehicle by using Tenet EV financing, because they can defer a portion of the loan, maybe even that $7,500 federal tax credit. So definitely check out Tenet down below in the description. And thank you to Tenet for sponsoring this video and a bunch of other videos this month. But let's take a look at this. So it seems like this post on Reddit was actually in fact 100% true. Well, I guess it was a little early because they said it was going to be released next Sunday, and so maybe this was posted a few days ago, but a couple days ago it was already Sunday, and maybe they pulled it ahead. And yesterday we talked about how the Model 3 Highland, the upgraded one, actually appeared on Tesla's website. So it does appear that Tesla bumped up the ordering date and actually was able to pull it ahead forward. But as posted on Tesla, you can see that they have announced the Model 3 Highland in full force, and you can upgrade, you can order today, and you can't use a Tesla referral code, which is really interesting with this. So it's the Model 3 upgraded Model 3 launch. Model 3 is launching today in North America, 341-mile EPA range on a single charge with updated exterior styling. So this is everything we've been waiting for a while, and now it is actually here. So now you can place an order, you can go on Tesla's website, and of course everything, all the different videos, all the different reviews that you've seen from all over the world, it is finally coming to the US. And I'm pretty excited on this because we have certainly been in our Cybertruck with all the different interior enhancements, and so if those interior enhancements are trickling down to this Model 3 Highland and the build quality is all there, this Model 3 Highland is definitely going to be a very, very, very exciting vehicle. So we can see all these different upgrades. I'm excited to jump into one of these and test out the upgraded suspension, upgraded sound, upgraded interior, and much, much more. So taking a look at this, we can see the pricing for the Model 3. This is our second thing, like how much is the pricing of this compared to the old one? And so Model 3 rear-wheel drive at $38,990, Model 3 long range at $45,990. And the one thing that is super clear here is that there is not a Model 3 Ludicrous or Model 3 Performance. There's only Model 3 rear-wheel drive and a Model 3 long range. And so taking a look at the existing pricing, you can see that this is Model 3. They did not change the price at all for this. The Model 3 standard range was $39,000 before this, and now the Model Y long range is still the same, $46,000 on top of that as well. And so Tesla did not increase any sort of the pricing, but what's happening here is that the Model 3 does not qualify for this massive $7,500 federal tax credit. So I think Tesla knew this, and so the question here is this: like, are these vehicles being produced in Fremont? And if they are, because if they're not going to qualify for this $7,500, are these potentially being imported from Giga Shanghai? I mean, there's some pros to that. I mean, of course, the biggest con there is that it will not qualify for the $7,500 federal tax credit at all. But we've heard and seen from multiple reports that the Shanghai factory, Giga Shanghai, builds the best quality vehicles. Even Elon himself said that. And so is this Model 3 Highland upgraded Model 3, is it going to be the best build quality yet? I guess we will start to see in the near future. But another cool thing from all of this is that the Model 3, if you place a deposit, if you order one now, it does say estimated delivery January to February of 2024. And so let's take a look at some of the builds here. So you got the Model 3 rear wheel drive, Model 3 long range, Model 3 long range at 341 miles of range, Model 3 rear wheel drive at 272 miles of range. We've got the same colors that exist currently. Of course, we got the new Ultra Red and Stealth Gray. We've got the brand new rims that you can see all over the other worlds, other markets. We've got white interior and black interior, plus 6,000 autopilot if you want that, plus $12,000 in full self-driving, which not sure if I would go for that either, but it's going to be interesting because maybe this is setting up for a very nice situation in which we'll see some inventory discounts by the end of March. If you want the latest and greatest, if you need the vehicle right now, then go for it. You can get this vehicle as you can get it. Unfortunately, you cannot use a Tesla referral code just like the one down below in the description to get that extra 3 months of full self-driving, but you'll be able to get the latest and greatest if you want it. In terms of what my build would be, I would try and probably keep it the cheapest as possible. If anything, get the black color paint at $1,500, but really gray for being free is where I would be. In terms of rims, I would just get the 18-inch rims. I think they look great as is, and of course I would probably get white interior because I've still never ever had white interior just yet. I would skip enhanced autopilot and skip full self-driving because those are definitely not worth it, and so certainly that's where I would be. And on top of that, if you want some more hype with all of this, there is a new video on Tesla's YouTube channel for USA where you can see the upgraded Model 3 Highland driving around for their promo video here. And so we've been talking about this for a while because we've been seeing a lot more Model 3 Highlands being driven around in the Fremont Bay Area, so this makes a lot of sense that this is finally being released. And so if you don't need a vehicle right now, I would say you might as well just wait it out for a few more months, because that is really where I would be for the end of quarter, because we know this at the end of every single quarter, that is when we start to see some deals and some discounts. And so if they're releasing it this early within the quarter, then we've got a good chance we're going to see some inventory discounts in the near future. But really cool to see. I mean, we've been waiting for this for a while, maybe even some would say waiting for this for half a year at this point, but still really cool to see that the Model 3 Highland is finally going to be rolling out. And so the question here is, like, what type of rollout is this going to be? Is it going to match the Cybertruck with California and Texas only, or is it going to be all over the country? And is there speculation that this Model 3 Highland, is it going to be coming from China directly for Giga Shanghai, and that's why it does not qualify for the 7,500?